And then from Southgate, how did it move to? There was a few bangers there from Southgate, though, right? There
Yeah, we
was
did some.
Get Your Hustle Up,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
There was oh geez, there was a few Wazi Wamta, right?
yeah.
There's a
Yeah, by
some
the
of
time
them.
we're doing, uh,
Wazi Wamta and
yeah, by the time we're
Where
doing what we
Kuwa
want to,
Where.
yeah, we're cool, where, yeah, yeah. Actually, we were working with a guy called Shy. Working with a guy called
Oh,
Shy. We met Shy at EWD actually. He was
okay.
by that time he had already made a name for himself. You know, we were looking up
Mm.
to him, and so we're like, can we do something? It was like, easy, let's do
Shouts
something,
out
and
to
that's how
Shy.
yeah, that's how it came up. Shy by that time
Okay.
was working. There was a group called Shy and Mess. They were really popular at that time.
Mm, mm. Shy and
Yeah,
Mess.
so we connected with Shy, and we did a lot of work with Shy. Yeah,
Mm. And then somehow it came to AK now, right? That wasn't
yeah. Now
AK.
now what happened? We met. There's a guy called Q. Called him Cucumber. You
Mm.
remember? You know Q?
I know
Q
Q.
was one of
I remember
the
Q.
guy we've done with Wadi Wamta. I've done with him Wadi Wamta. What happened? We met
Wow.
Q. There was a song we did, yeah, with
Mm.
El Ness. You know El Ness?
Yeah, Illnesses
You know El Ness?
family, Mandugu Digital,
Yeah,
right up.
Travis sister.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So we
yeah.
did a song. We did a song with El Ness, and El Ness was friends with Q. We didn't know Q. It was me and
Okay,
Swati. Then El Ness
right.
was friends with Q. So
Mm.
when we met at the studio, Q came through El Ness. And when we
Okay.
did the song, it was called "Welcome to Nairobi." It was a
Mm-hmm.
wonderful song. It was produced by Shaki Mandugu Digital.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's called "Welcome
Asabanya,
to Nairobi."
welcome to Nairobi.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So
So
this is still not Audio Kusini though, right?
not yet, not yet.
Okay.
Yeah,
Um, and then when I got to bump into Audio Kusini, there was Alfie in the mix, CND Tao. There was all these things that were coming from. I thought,
you found a
okay,
lot of
at this,
things.
I know at this particular time, I gotta say this: your pen game is crazy, though. The wittiness in your pen game, I've always looked at it like you're like you're holding a mirror to the society, but you're not forcing it to them. You're just like in a like you're in a comical way. You're telling them, yo, man, yo, it's even hard to go to town now, fam. I just rather, you know what I mean? Because things were
Yeah,
hard sometimes, right?
yeah, yeah,
Right?
yeah. That's what it was.
Cool.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
after that came this.
yeah.
I think you're speaking about a little bit about that in this one here.
Yeah, that's one of my later music. That's my later music.
Now here we've already come to our spiritual awakening, right?
Sure.
Right. It's a tune. It's a tune.
Yeah.
Africa.
Pick up the gender in the morning. It's upper class with candy crushing the wish that I had me some better options. Then strapping up down from the carpet, taking next
Strapping
strapping
up
up
dance
next
in
to
the
the
cow pen.
country. Yes, you were village in the country. No lights, no one approach from the faucet. Running through the mind of the born. Capturing the thought for all in the going. Living in the attic with the rats growing. Liberty came and fast. I was stoic. Mama took
Living
me
in the
out to
attic with the
the
rats
crusades.
growing.
Being the top of these boys on the stage.
Yeah?
I was living in the attic. I was living in my mom's house in the attic. That's where it all began. Actually, I talk a lot about my story in that song.
That's all I'm saying. Like, I listen to it, like, I'm like, this just explains from college to how you came to start your own label and all that. Like, this was after spiritual awakening, you're looking back at it like it was all a journey, basically, right?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm really digging that. I'm really digging that.
Next to the poetry, chaos to the village in the country. No lights, no water flows from the
I like to
faucet.
know that close to
Running
the
till my mind
faucet.
was a poem. Capturing the thought for all in the den. Living in the attic with the
Living in the
rats.
attic with the
Roaming,
rats.
everybody came and
Everybody
passed. I was
came and
going.
passed.
Mama took me out to many crusades. Being a child from deep falls, I was saved. Neither with the fame, and I never knew grace. Hip hop, doing whatever the crusade. High school, curriculum, intimidated. Rapping to the prefect, intimidated. Rubber Kaktus, typically educated in campus. Finally had my own label. But I was in chains, blinded for a decade. Never saw a church Sunday. Always a mess with the cuss so timeless. Now the Lord is my family. Jesus, music applicae. Jesus, music applicae. Jesus, music applicae.
You're probably saying it.
Jesus, music applicae.
I'm loving that. Your pen game, I'll say again, is crazy, and you're on it. So here you're basically documenting the story, how it came, uh,
Yeah.
and now you've been out there. You started. You put a few tunes out, like just normal commercial hip hop, being a hip hop
Yeah.
head by now, right?
Yeah.
And then you've gone through, you transcended, and you, like, through life, you've discovered your spiritual awakening as a born again Christian. So now you're like a full branded gospel artist, right?
Yeah.
Talk to me about your awakening, right? Because I've been around you. You are a
Yeah.
deep thinker, silent guy. Even right now, I think you don't do interviews like that. You know that's not you like that. You thank you for this, right? You're a deep thinker, a silent guy. So, how did this come about? Was this a manifestation of things, or was it just one thing, or what was it?
The spiritual awakening.
Yeah.
Uh, I think it was a life crisis. Came across a life crisis where things didn't work out well for me. So
Oh.
in the midst of all the darkness I was in my life, I found my roots, because I sort of put one and two together. I was like, I need to reform my game, because I was really going low on. I was using too much weed. I was drinking too much. I was just doing too much of everything. And when the I had a bout of depression. So when the depression came in heavy, I would just drink more, smoke more, but it wasn't solving anything. So I think I got to a point I was like, I need to do things differently, because Albert Einstein says if you do the same thing over and over and expect
You're a
different
fool.
results, and you're a fool.
Yeah. You're
So I
crazy.
said,
You're a fool.
I said to myself, I need to try something different. So when I tried something different, it started working for me. And sometimes when I was dipping myself into the spiritual realm, I didn't think I'd go like so deep. I was like, just let me just reform a little. But the deeper I went, the more truth I found, and the more
Mm. Mm.
touched in my heart. Then I found belonging there. That's why I found this is where I belong.
Mm.
And as an artist, one of the things I was afraid of was that now I'd lose my creative
You had
freedom.
yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. Go on. I see you. I see you.
Yeah, I thought I'd lose my creative freedom, because now I'd be limited to only one kind of, like, you know what I mean, yeah? I'd
Yeah, I
be
see you.
limited
Like it
by in my content.
in your content, and yeah, like maybe your choice, your diction, your choice of words, or something like that.
Choice of words, yes, I'd be very
Mm.
limited.
Mm.
But then
Mm.
it's in exploring, exploring scriptures, getting really deep. I realized that um, being a gospel artist is just a perspective. I can rap on anything,
Mm.
but just have a certain perspective. You get that?
Okay,
You know,
I see you.
someone will, the way, how can I say it? Maybe a hip hopper can rap about, there's poverty, so I smoke weed to it.
Mm.
But I'll rap the same thing. I'll say there's poverty, but I
Mm.
pray to God for it. Or, it's just a perspective shift, but we can rap about the same topics in society. We can reach the same
Right.
kind of. And also, I didn't want to be limited
Mm.
to a gospel audience. you listen to some of my music, I'm really trying to be still out there, still
Good
Cactus,
music. Good music,
good music,
basically. Yeah.
good music. But now there's some principles that I stand by. There's a
Yeah. You're
part
not
in the part
compromising.
about,
You're not
not
compromising your
compromising.
Christianity
Exactly.
principles, but
Yeah.
you're still delivering the same message to the people, right? Like, at least
Yeah.
without compromising your faith,
Without
right?
compromising. Yeah. Yeah.
But your pen is sharp on that one. Listen, I gotta thank you for that. And you've spoken about something that we brothers we don't like normally talk about, depression, right? Yeah, it's there. We do. It's especially where we come from. It's kind of when that happens, you're kind of looked at like you're weak or something, which is so
Yeah.
far from the truth. Yeah, which is so
Mm.
far from the truth. We know people. We're not gonna say who like they're dealing with it, but
Yeah.
they're dealing with it how they think it's best to deal with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at least
Yeah.
you came out and you spoke about it and you made changes. So just for
Yeah.
that, on the real, like on a real to real, like no faith, no nothing, just on a human level, somebody should
Yeah.
see you and emulate that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, he's a priest. No, just see what man's done and say, yo, I wonder if maybe if I do things different, it's gonna happen like or not. Yeah. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Sure.
and we know it's not. We're not saying like it's different. Yo, you know how mans get down, like shada hivi mitimbili nini na nini. To
Yeah.
each their own, though, right? We're not saying
Yeah.
nobody is better than the other one, but if things are not working this way, it's okay. You
Yeah.
can try this other way. That's number
Yeah.
one, right? Just on a man-to-man thing, which I commend
Yeah.
you on that. Now, number two, which I want to talk about, pardon me, at this particular time when AK was up there and things were going, right? Because you were moving, you had a following, witnessed that, right?
Yeah.
Um, you still didn't compromise from being, from like your bars. You still insisted in bars, hip hop bars, right? Well, there was this pop music. It was creeping in, right? Like everybody else, very few people are putting bars and lyrics and messages, whether it was commercial song or pop song. Very few people are putting bars. Everybody else opted to do something else, like just club, like shake your behind, shake your thing, and all that. And which you guys didn't do that. So what was that self-belief, or why didn't you jump on the bandwagon that was, you know what I mean, I was going at that particular time?
Mm, actually, I think background is
Mm.
the background, the what nurtured us as artists, because some of us, we were nurtured by rap battles,
Ah,
rap battles. When we were
okay.
really at a very critical stage in our growth as artists, they came
Mm.
the Nairobi rap battle, which was
All
done by
right.
Benson and Hedges,
Uh-huh.
Buddha Blaze. It was
The
in
Wapi
West London.
concerts. What is it?
I think Wapi came afterwards.
Okay, Buddha
This was
Blaze was
before
putting
Anna.
up some. Okay.
Yeah, but Buddha Blaze has been doing some
Yeah,
programs here
yeah,
and there.
yeah, yeah, definitely, yeah.
So now this was before. This was like the first thing. This that At that time, the rappers we were looking to Bamboo,
Mm-hmm.
K-Sound. There's a guy called
Yeah,
Attitude.
attitude, yeah.
So
Shouts out to Bamboo, K South, and all that. Those are legends.
yeah, those are legends.
Mm.
So
Mm.
when the battles came up, we were the pioneer, we were like the first guys. Like, I can tell you this: the first battle in Nairobi ever done.
Um,
The first battle. There was the first battle at the event, and there's the first actual battle. I was on the
mm-hmm.
stage. I was the first guy on the
Ooh,
stage,
ooh.
and I was up against some guy he was called Pygmy, a guy from South Africa.
Okay.
And what brought about the battle was there was 8 Mile by Eminem. When 8 Mile came out,
Mm.
remember
Okay,
8 Mile?
yeah.
There was
Everybody
that
watched
craze
it, man.
battle.
Yeah.
Everyone wanted to be a battle artist.
Mm-hmm.
So we got on the stage. This guy I'm battling against was called Pygmy. He was a white guy. Then he has a hoodie. He looks like
Mm.
Eminem. So
Mm.
really, when the battle was over, we kind of we tied. I'd say we tied. But the whole crowd was for this guy. We got our own Eminem. So the guys went with him.
Yeah,
but anyway, that's what nurtured us. For example, I can tell you, like, you see my name Kaktus. Kaktus is a battle name. It came from battle rap.
Okay, how did that come about?
It came out from battle rap. I had a name which was weak. I had a weak name, a very weak name.
Oh.
So one day I'm on a battle stage, and then this guy picks on my name and starts and tears me apart.
Kill you. Keep going in.
He killed me with my stage name. So I'm like, no, this will never happen again. So I go and look for an alternative, a name which is, Kaktus is defensive. Is you touch cactus, you get prick you or something. Yeah. That's where the name Kaktus came out from. So we were nurtured in an environment of, it's about bars, it's about going hard, and going to the club and all that kind of thing. Not that we had our own songs which didn't really do well, where we were in the club and we're doing our thing in the club, but it wasn't that kind of thing where you soften everything up for the listener.
Okay.
Even
you dumb it down a little bit.
Yeah.
You just dumb it. All right.
Just a little. But that wasn't our target audience. Our target audience was like, we were hard. That was what we
hip-hop
believed
head.
in.
Yeah, hip-hop head. Really.
But the problem with hip-hop heads, the audience. The audience was big, but you couldn't compare with the guys who went all out commercial, and the kind of success they experienced and the kind of success you experienced was totally different.
Right. And that's when you were telling them stuff like this. Shout out to Kaktus. Kaktus is saying, come on, if you don't want to be me, let crap stay. Like you don't know me, I'm so hey man. Let's come and do take it out. Make it tell me later. What? Wanna be? What? What? Shy, right? That's what you're shy.
Oh, no, that's shy. That's shy, actually. That is shy. Yeah. Thought is at the end, yeah.
That is the one who kills it, isn't it?
At the back, yeah.
Understood? What?
It does really actually, yeah?
Swati. That's my man right there. Yeah. Swati, now that's just Swati's attitude. You know what I mean? He don't force it. He's like, okay, my man, if I'm not gonna be spitting me, I might as well, innit? Like, yeah, you keep it. You keep it, right? Swati, yo, shout out to Swati, that's family. Listen.